You know that feeling when your lungs are screaming for air, your muscles are burning, and every part of you just wants to quit. It's that moment when you're completely out of breath. We've all been there, whether it's climbing a steep hill, chasing after a bus, or pushing through the last few reps at the gym. It's a physical limit, a signal from our body to stop. But what if I told you that being out of breath doesn't mean you re-out of the fight? This isn't just about physical exertion. Think about the moments in life that take your breath away in a different sense. The shock of bad news, the weight of a sudden responsibility, the anxiety that tightens your chest. Life has a way of winding us, leaving us gasping, feeling like we can't possibly take another step. It's in these moments when we feel most depleted that our true strength is often revealed. I want to share a story about a woman named Sarah. Sarah was a marathon runner. Not a professional, just someone who loved the feeling of the pavement under her feet. During her first big city marathon, around mile 22, she hit the infamous wall. Her legs felt like lead. Her vision started to blur, and each breath was a painful, ragged gasp. Her body was done. She was completely, utterly out of breath. Every instinct told her to stop, to just sit down on the curb and let the other runners pass her by. But as she slowed to a walk, she saw a young boy on the sidelines holding a sign. It wasn't for her, but it read, "You're stronger than you think." It was a simple message, but it landed like a lightning bolt. In that moment of physical failure, something else kicked in. A different kind of energy. It wasn't in her legs or her lungs. It was in her heart, in her mind. She thought about why she started running in the first place, to prove to herself she could overcome challenges. This race was more than just a race. A year prior, Sarah had lost her job and was battling a deep sense of failure. The training was her therapy, her way of reclaiming control. So, standing there breathless on that city street, she wasn't just fighting to finish a marathon. She was fighting the voice in her head that said she wasn't good enough. She was fighting for the woman she wanted to become. She was out of breath, but she was not out of fight. Slowly, painfully, she started to jog again. It wasn't pretty. It was a clumsy shuffle, but it was movement. She focused not on the miles ahead, but on the next lamppost, then the next mailbox, then the next street corner. She broke the impossible down into possible little victories. And with each small goal she met, a flicker of her inner fire grew stronger. She was still out of breath, but now she was fighting with a different kind of fuel. This is the core of resilience. It's not about never getting knocked down or never feeling breathless. It's about what you do in that moment. It's about finding that deep, hidden reservoir of strength when your physical or emotional energy is gone. It's the grit that says, I may be tired, I may be hurting, but I am not finished. We all have our own marathons. Maybe yours is starting a business, raising a family, overcoming a personal struggle, or finishing a degree. There will be times when you feel like you've hit a wall, when you are completely out of breath and feel you have nothing left to give. Remember Sarah. Remember that your fight isn't just in your muscles or your lungs, it's in your spirit. When you're out of breath, dig deeper. Find your why. Break down your mountain into small, manageable steps. And most importantly, know that you are so much stronger than you think. The next time you feel like you can't go on, take a moment, acknowledge the exhaustion, and then take one more step. Because being out of breath is temporary, but the strength you discover when you push through it, that lasts forever. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you unleash your inner strength. See you next time.